So, Bobby,
over
the weekend, what transpired? Just summarize what happened, what you saw to us.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, let me congratulate all Manchester United fans for making this evening a very superb evening. I'm excited, delighted, elated that I'm part of this great team, this great family. I'm not even, I can't hear him, don't worry, I'm okay, I can't hear him. So, also to your listeners, well, Frankie, let me say that this is not new to us on that platform. Just that we're taken by surprise on a certain level. For me, I think it was a very great event. We had our veterans coming to grace the occasion beautifully. Wow. Never seen them in so much power and fragrance when it comes to worship. Diana Hobson, Hannah Marfo, Helena Rabbles, Cindy Thompson was off the hook. I tell you, it was an awesome time. Hannah Marfo, all of them did splendid. They all did well. And even the new guys, Gardner, I don't know whether you were able to catch on him. My goodness. What a gift to the body of Christ. It was just a beautiful program. And for me, I know you want to hear about Joyce Blessing's issue. So Joyce was on stage, and for the first time, Joyce was into some exaltational form of worship. And it was just touching. It just took everybody. Everybody was just surprised that Joyce Blessing's performance was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. Until the prophecy stuff came through, and then shortly, then we continued the program. Diana Hamilton came to she just brought the fire and everything back on the platform. And it was an awesome program. Very awesome program.
Okay, now the substantive matter. We saw you standing, holding the hands of Joyce Blessing.
Yeah.
When she was into that moment, she was about to lift up a worship song. And then I saw you looking on your left. What did you see that you paused for?
Well, like I said, I've always said this thing. On that platform, it's a very different platform. I'm speaking in parallel. So try and decode that. On that platform, it's a different environment, different platform, and different people. So you have to understand what happens there. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm sure the worship, how she was going, it became very emotional. We could feel the connection with the song she was singing. I don't know whether that's what precipitated the move for Cecilia to probably. We thought she was coming to even continue like with the worship, and it was just. It was
I was talking about you.
Yeah, I saw her coming.
Did you panic when you saw her coming? Because I saw that.
Panic.
You took one step back.
Not panic. I was very respectful of my reaction. I wanted to be very responsible for my reaction. So, and that's how come I was very calm, and I held on to Joyce and was okay. Let's be calm. It will just pass by. When it passed by, we all move. So we don't create any impression to the rest of the world, because at that point in time, everybody was watching. If I tell you the thousands of calls we see from US, you'll be amazed. Everybody was watching worldwide, and we couldn't have just allowed that minute stuff to mess up the whole event. And for me, I've always said I want to really commend Joyce Blessing. It was like we're in the plane, and the plane was about to crash. So we had to hold hands and say, stay safe.
And you held her throughout.
Yeah.
At a point, Cecilia was holding her while the prophecy was going on. Did she want to drag her along?
No, really.
Because I saw you holding her tight. You didn't want her to
I was holding her. I was holding her in comfort, and I was holding her not to also probably react because everybody was watching. And so I think she was giving her prophecy. She finished, and then there was nothing too strange about this one.
Now it's strange to us because this thing happened at the VGA, where two artists, namely Shatawale and Stoneboy, you saw the brawl that happened at that event, and there was protocols were breached, and somebody found his way onto the stage, and we saw what we saw. What if it's backed up into something like that, thinking that everybody there is okay, it's fine, and you allowed?
Well, I think
was your protocol that tight at that time?
I think we should define the platforms very well. There are two different scenarios, two different events that we're talking about. This is this was about Thanksgiving, and all of them that were there were coming to say thank you to Jesus. our thank you to God. So when we talk about the protocols, it might look as if it was no. I understand where you're coming from. But like I've said, the company and the event organizers have also selected someone to substantively speak for them. So on that protocol issue, I'll not be in a position to talk about it. But like I said, it was a very spiritual grounds. It was a Thanksgiving service. And what happened. Like I said, that small part of it will not mar the entire event. The event was successful. We had a good time in the presence of the Lord. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So this is what transpired, and we heard what we heard. I'll leave it to my panel over here to dig into the matter, and then we'll come back and pick up the next item on the bill.
But I think it's here from Raymond.
You want us to start with Raymond?
Raymond,
since you are a guest. Oh, that's good. So you were there. Were you there with Joyce in Kumasi?
I was supposed to have taken her, but unfortunately we had other engagement.
Okay.
So we decided, and then she went with a different team, and I stayed behind.
Okay. How was she contracted? Tell us how she was contracted. How she got there.
Joyce have a very good relationship with the organizers of the event.
Yeah.
She was on last year.
She's been on since.
So it was very straightforward, mutual understanding, and because it was Thanksgiving,
yeah,
we all felt the responsibility to play back, so we had to respond, and then she left.
Okay. Was she supposed to be paid for that event?
I can't disclose that yet.
Manager?
Yeah.
Or was it
It's a teamwork, but first of all,
church service or business?
First of all, I would want to greet your good listeners.
Okay.
And then also quickly just state that I'm here on my own and partially from the camp of Joyce, and also quickly say that at the moment,
yeah,
she's going through a lot. I can assure her fans that she's strong. You know, she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's strong. We are still believing in God, but at the right time, we will respond. At the moment, we are not ready to respond to any question with regards to that incident, honestly speaking. So I quickly want to draw that line.
Were you, as management, were you disappointed to see that on the stage?
Okay, let me say that this thing happened over the weekend. It was a Saturday morning or Friday morning. We are the management, the team is yet to sit from Monday.
Yeah.
We will review the video, and then at the right time, we will come out. But I think that, Joyce is very strong.
No, I asked your personal opinion.
Yeah.
You watching from home, were you disappointed to see something like this happening?
Yeah, obviously.
For your artist performance to be truncated by another
No,
artist?
it's not about my artist.
Yeah.
In a general context, I think that as professionals as we are, we've all been in this game for over decades. If one artist is on the platform and is not done performing, and another artist just jumps on it and take a microphone from the performing artist on the stage, I think it is something that everybody should
frown upon.
We should all discourage that attitude. It's not so professional.
Okay.
In a general context.
Okay.
But I don't want to speak to the issue at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something that you want to try in court?
I don't want to speak to the issue at the moment.
Okay. We try to arrange for Joyce to come on the show.
That's why
later
okay.
we were told that her lawyer says she should not speak.
That's why
I'm saying this here.
Okay.
Her lawyer says she should not. That's why I'm asking you. Are you ready to try it in court?
So
because I've heard lawyers matter.
Okay, so let me just say why I am here.
Okay.
I told you I'm here in my own capacity.
Yeah.
We saw flyers around,
Yeah.
but I had not been contacted. None of the management team not been contacted. But I know that those behind that flyers are industry people that are, let me just be straightforward, my own people.
Yeah.
But as a responsible team, we must do a follow-up and find out why such thing was done without any communication to the team. It's one of the reasons why I came, not in a bad taste or not in a bad faith.
Okay.
It does happen sometimes. But as in whether lawyers will respond or pastors will respond or business people will respond or the team will respond, we just don't want to talk
You don't want to
about
go
it.
into it?
No.
Okay.
Not now.
I'll come to you, Kofi. Have you watched the video?
I have watched the video, and you see, for me, I